Alright, welcome to my video. Today we will be going over my toolkit with which I use to bypass retail security devices. But before we get started, I just want to state that this video is for instructional purposes only. It is for entertainment only, and I do not in any way endorse or condone retail theft of any sort. I do not support any of that illegal activity. This video is merely to showcase different retail security devices and how to bypass them. So with that out of the way, we'll get started. This is the first tool in my toolkit. It is a simple hook detacher. I think at the time I purchased it online, it was maybe $7-8 with free shipping. And it's very basic. It's just a metal hook. Pretty sturdy. The hook detacher is best utilized for ink tags and alarm tags. So these two tags are what you'd find on a lot of clothing in many different stores. And this works, the detacher tag works specifically on, the detacher hook works specifically on tags, whether they're alarm or ink, that have this indentation. And you basically insert it. It disables the mechanism here, and you can slip the tag off without the alarm or without breaking the ink ribbon. I have seen people, as form of loss prevention, at a few different retail stores, I have seen people they try to strong arm it off, and it ends up destroying the tag. It ends up, the little back piece here, it ends up breaking, or it ends up destroying the clothing altogether. So it always used to amuse me when I'd find people with a pair of pliers or something trying to strong arm these tags off, when little did they know that for about $7-8, they can just, less than a couple seconds it will take to remove the tag discreetly and quietly. So this is number one on my tool, in my toolbox, in my toolkit. As I said, maybe $7-8 at the time I purchased it, and it will disable ink and audio alarms that have that specific opening here. So that's number one. Number two is, this is the S3 key, and it's used with the Alpha brand of security devices. And what I mean by those are, here's one for example. It's this is an audio alarm. You'd find this on maybe like a purse or an expensive pair of shoes. Here's another variation. And here's the ubiquitous spider wrap. You'll find these in, you'll find all of these Alpha alarms in usage, from anywhere to Wally World to the Red Dot to different clothing stores to the Red Apron Home Improvement store, or the blue or the Orange Apron Home Improvement store. These are in use almost everywhere. They're pretty much the standard, the Alpha series retail security alarms. And this key here will open all of these. So that's number 2 on the list. Aside from the detacher, it's just easy. You'll see here that it's locked in place. You just click it on, line it up, and open. I do not have any handy with me, but there's also the hard cases. Stores will use them to lock up video games, smaller electronics. This will also open those. This one here I purchased online, maybe $25 at the time. And it will pay dividends. A small investment, just like the detacher hook, and it pays for itself right away if you were to use it, which I don't, because you know, I don't steal, so because that's morally wrong, and I think there's a law against stealing as well. So this is another variation of the alpha key. This is one I made myself, simply by using neodymium magnets that I purchased online and an old cabinet hook, or hinge, sorry. Cost me maybe $10, and magnets were maybe $10 at the time. The hinge I just found. This one's really nice because it's small, very discreet compared to its bigger cousin. And I will go over this in another video on how you can make your own tactical S3 key. So this is just the same as the standard S3 key, just smaller. Works just as well. So next on the list is, I have a magnet here, and as with all the other items in my toolkit, I'll go over this in another video. This magnet is what you would use on other variations of alarm tags. Allow me to show you. I don't have any present with me, but you'll see the tags here, here, and here. These are security tags that do not have that indentation with which you can slip that hook. So you would have, there's another one right there. And you can see some ridiculous advice, like using pliers to remove it. He's trying to burn it off, apparently. Like, little do these people know that here's a big list of them right in there. I do not have any of these on hand. These ones specifically. You'll see the rounded part here. That's where you'd push the magnet against it. I don't think I'll do a video on this one unless I can obtain some samples. So that's, oh Christ, anyways. Last but not least, in my toolkit, you never want to carry all these with you at the same time because it's going to be a clusterfuck in your pocket. Having all these magnets with you is going to just be a recipe for disaster. So you'll want to carry, usually if I'm going out, not shoplifting of course, but because I don't do that, that's immoral and illegal. But if I were to go out with the intention of stealing, I'd probably take my tactical S3 and the hook, and then that covers, like I said, probably almost 90%. Last but not least is this big boy. This is just another magnet. I will do another video on it. I do not have the information handy at the moment. I'll post it. I will post it in the description below. You can see it's extremely large. It's extremely heavy. It's extremely cumbersome. But what makes this one so integral for my toolkit is that it disables this son of a bitch. Easy. And this is the Patico, and it's in use by the Red Apron Home Improvement Store. Once again, I will go over another tutorial video with this and on the Patico turtle. So this is the Patico right here. I will go over all these separately in future videos, but I just wanted to show you basically what makes up my general toolkit. The hook detacher, the alpha keys. Now Wally uses these specifically, the red dot uses these. Hell, almost every store uses alpha locks to some capacity. The hook detachers for clothing stores, almost every clothing store uses those. If not, then this little guy will work on the non-detacher ink ribbons. This one specifically is for the Red Apron Home Improvement Store and defeating the Patico turtle. And so that's about it. This is my toolkit. I do have more, which I won't show. It's more advanced lock picks and other such devices for Slim Jims, depending what it is you're trying to access. I will not preview those. That's more advanced level tools. But what you see here with the 1, 2, 3, 4, well, this one's of my own creation, so just 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 simple devices in the toolkit, and you can bypass almost every retail security device. So that's it. That's the toolkit that I use, that I would use if I was planning on trying to defeat retail security devices for a malicious purpose, which I would not ever do, since I'm only instructing presentation for an instructional video. One thing I will say before I end this video is that if you decide to go against your better judgment, if you go and decide against my better judgment, if you decide to make the wrong decision in life and utilize these instruments with the purpose of committing retail theft, if you were to be caught with an S3 key, with a detacher hook, or with different magnets, by loss prevention, asset prevention, by law enforcement, that can up the charge to a felony burglary. These are considered burglary tools, so keep that in mind, that you can be in for a world of pain if you get caught with burglary tools while attempting to commit retail theft, which is why I do not condone that type of illegal behavior. So that's it for this video. In my next video, I will go over the hook detacher. I'll try to film that later today. Video 3, I'll go over the S3 key, how to defeat alpha security devices. Like I said, I do not have any of the various ink tags on hand. I was not able to obtain samples in time because I don't steal or anything, so I was not able to order any. And I will make a video on this bad boy, which is to disable the particle turtles. That's video 4 or 5. More future videos, I'll show you how to make your own S3 key if you so wish. And if you wish to see any other content, strategies on how to perpetrate retail level, I guess you know what I'm talking about. If you need some advice, if you want to know about blind spots or social engineering, if you want to know about spotting loss prevention, if you want to know about hit and run tactics, walkouts, not stuff that I've ever done, mind you, but that I've read about, just leave me messages in the comments below. And that's about it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright, thank you. Stay safe.